Hey, hey, hey! It's been another fun week. A week full of news in the Spanish media. We started with the news that Theresa May wants to create a special unit to fight against the fake news. That's interesting. Because suddenly, some newspapers decided to report something that apparently wasn't true and was all over flags, the Flagsgate. No, those flags. This flag. Yes, the Royal Banner of Scotland. Even I know that this is the Royal Banner of Scotland. It's curious because the Spanish media reported this news in two different ways. First of all, the ABC, a right-wing newspaper in Spain, decided not to mention what Nicola Sturgeon, the First Minister of Scotland, was saying about these front pages. But suddenly, former Minister of Scotland, Alex Salmond, wanted to clarify that he was the one who changed the legislation after commenting and agreeing with the Queen Elizabeth. And that news was also reported in the Spanish media. The Scottish government decided to go serious with this situation because it's very serious indeed. The Daily Mail finally decided to apologize, and this was also reported in the Spanish newspapers. And even in Colombia, they published that the Daily Mail apologized with the First Minister of Scotland. All this news about flags, all this polemic fake news appear when there's another news more interesting and more important for Scotland. And not just for Scotland. In Spain, we're very, very familiar with this kind of strategies from some newspapers, especially from the right-wing newspapers. This issue reminds me something that happens years ago. Yes, Secretary of State, the former Secretary of State, Alistair Carmichael, was involved in something dodgy. And now the Secretary of State, David Mundell, who, by the way, there's some news about him also, he said that he refuses to apologize with the First Minister of Scotland and with the Scottish government. Speaking about the fake news, when Theresa May wants to fight against fake news, she should be careful with some comments from people of her own party, for example, Ruth Davidson.
Directly to media requests, and they were responding to them with the best of the knowledge that they had. The Sun newspaper had already.
Well, just for the record, I received that email and I didn't request it.
I remember these curious videos.
He is the Pinocchio of Scottish politics.
I'm sorry, Miss Davidson.
On Europe,
Miss Davidson.
Another inch.
Miss Davidson, sit down. I don't consider that language appropriate. Can you continue?
My apologies to you, Presiding Officer, if I've caused offence in this chamber.
Oh, Ruth.
I am interested, however, in when Vladimir Putin suddenly became persona non grata with the Conservative administration. Cameron's plea to Putin, "Help me stop salmon," was the interview from earlier this year, repeated in this Parliament last month at committee, where a Scottish official from the Scotland Office confirmed that they had discussed that report in a meeting where he was briefing the Russian government. Now, of course, perhaps he was just asking for information. He was doing things in a totally balanced way. But Ruth Davidson will understand why, if in January you were appealing for Vladimir Putin's support, it comes ill to come to this chamber and tell us you'd condemned him throughout.
Apart from flags, there was also this news about Robbie Burns and Burns Night and the celebration on Burns Night. And of course we have our humble celebration in Santiago de Compostela like every year. So, well, that's all for now. I'll see you next video. Bye!